Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles with 3.6-liter engines seem to have some problems with their cam sensors. So one good way to test them without really having to take them apart is test them with a signature test, and we're going to use the guided component tester to do that. So let's walk through it. All right, so as I said, this is in the guided component test, so we'll just load in there. We already have the vehicle loaded. It's a 2023 Charger with the 3.6. So of course, to find the cam sensor, we'll go into engine. And in this case, cam sensor, of course. So we'll go in there. And we see here we have a signature test. So that's the test we'll be able to see the actual pattern of the teeth on the exciter wheel. So we'll go into signature test. We can see our pinouts over here. So cam sensor signal exhaust and cam sensor signal intake. These are dual camshaft sensors. So it's one sensor reads two camshafts. Now what can happen on these is as maybe debris goes throughout the engine, get a little metal inside the engine, these encoder wheels on the camshafts are magnetic. So all the metal will attach to those, and then you'll see a bad pattern, right? So the teeth will not look quite the way they're supposed to. And it says yellow to cam sensor signal, so we would hook up our channel 1 to one of those exhaust or intakes. I also have channel 2 hooked up to the other one, but we'll get to that in a second. So if we hit view meter, it's going to open up our meter. It's going to automatically set the voltage, automatically set the time base where it needs to be. Now I can scroll up here, and when I get to the bottom, we can see a known good pattern. Now in this case, it's going to depend on RPM, right? The faster the engine goes, the closer these squares are going to get. So in that case, that might be a little bit of a higher RPM going on there. But we can see basically the same pattern. What we want to see is for clarity of the pattern. Make sure it's nice and square. Now I want to see the other side as well. So I'll hit meter up here. Makes it a little easier to see. Come down here, pull up my second channel. And we need to change the voltage a little bit to match the other one, 10 volts. There we go. All right, so there's both my cam sensors on the screen. Now we can see two things with this. We can first see the quality of the pattern, like I said, to avoid any of those issues with the metallic fragments getting onto the camshaft. And then we can also see how they're phased together. And we see they're pretty close as to where their rise and fall matches. Now, some manufacturers cover that spec as to in their information system as to what that needs to be. So you could always check that. But as we can see, this pattern looks pretty good because, well, it's a fairly new car and it's actually problem-free. So in the case you did have an issue, like I said, you might see rounded corners on these, or you might see some noise, some other issues with the pattern that doesn't look clean like this. So easy test to do without having to disassemble the engine. Just connect a couple probes and you can take a good look. We hope you found this clip helpful. Find hundreds of other quick tips and useful training videos right here on the Snap-on Diagnostics YouTube channel.